My first game in the National Football League in a regular season event was a Monday night game. I was 35 years old, Washington Redskins, Dallas Cowboys. Some of you might remember Deon Sanders, who was winding down his career with the Redskins as a defensive back. Michael Irvin last year with the Dallas Cowboys. That was my rookie assignment, to watch those guys for 3 hours. They worked me prior to the game, basically told me, let them play, no fouls, keep your flag in your pocket, let us do what we're going to do. That's what people came to see. I had no idea what I was getting into. My first flag in the National Football League was a complete disaster until Deon Sanders bailed me out. It was a punt play. For those of you that watch football, of course most of you do because of where you're at today, there's 11 men running at 4.3, 4.5 speed one direction, and 11 players running the opposite. Complete chaos. I knew I saw a face mask. It was huge. Guy's mask and head jerked. I threw my flag. Bill Carolla, who was my crew chief, came down. He says, "What do you got?" "First flag in the NFL. Congratulations." I said, "I got a huge face mask." He said, "Outstanding. What's the number?" I said, "I'm not sure." We're sitting talking as we do on the field. Monday night, he says, "It's not a big deal. I'll just announce the team." Bill, you may find this amazing, but I am so scared right now. It's there. I'm telling you, there's a face mask, but I don't know if it's Washington, Dallas. Deon Sanders came up, and he knew there was an issue. And to Deon's credit, he said, "What's the problem, Brooke?" I said, "I got a face mask, but I have no idea who it's on." He says, "Create a diversion. I'll be back in a second." Deon left, came back. He says, "It was 56. LeVar Arrington, our rookie from Penn State." And it was. Philadelphia traveled to Seattle. I have a play early in the game. Philadelphia intercepts a pass. It's a no-brainer. Ball's thrown high. Defensive back goes up, completes the interception. I killed the clock, pointed the opposite direction for change of possession. TV takes a commercial break. No problem. First play from scrimmage, the next pass, the first down, is a very low, skimming ball that's trying to get to a receiver, which hops off the ground, goes into the belly of the receiver. I got a good look at it. Incomplete, tap the ground to indicate that it hit the ground. Andy Reid from Philadelphia disagrees, so he challenges. Bill Carolla, again my referee, comes over. He says, "What do you got?" I says, "I'm 100% confident on this." He says, "What is it?" I said, "I got an incomplete. The ball skipped off the ground right into the belly. You'll get a good look at it in replay." Carolla went to the replay booth. I took a big peek at the Jumbotron. Sure as day, you could see it skip. My veteran parties on the other side were giving me a thumbs up. Finally, he got one right. I figured Carolla would be in there for 15, 20 seconds to confirm my call, but he spent the full 90 seconds. He comes back out. He says, "John, the ball never came close to the ground." He says, "I'm reversing your call to complete." I said, "You're absolutely wrong." He says, "No, you're absolutely wrong. The ball was nowhere near the turf." I said, "That can't be." I said, "I'm struggling. Obviously, I'm not seeing the game as it's being played. Perhaps it's too quick for me. My old man's still the supervisor of the Big Ten. I'm calling it quits. I'll finish the half, but I'm quitting. At halftime, I'm out of here. I'll go back and work with Henry in the Big Ten." 4 plays later, they throw a pass play in the deep in the end zone. Bodies are everywhere, trying to determine if 2 feet were in with a catch, whether it's incomplete or a touchdown. I wiped it out. Really had no idea. That play got challenged. Carolla comes over. He says, "What do you got?" I says, "I don't know. You go figure it out." I thought for sure he'd spend the full 90 seconds. He spent about 15 seconds and come out. He says, "I have no idea either, but I'm sticking with you." Took the red-eye home. Took a red-eye flight home. Changed my flight. Arrived home Monday morning. Lived in Indianapolis at that time. And I was quitting. I was done. I didn't think I could work at this level. I thought the speed was much too much for me. So I was actually writing my letter of resignation. There is a funny part of the story. Carolla called me. He says, "What are you doing?" I says, "I'm writing my letter. I'm done." He says, well, before you write it, you need to know one thing. I said, what's that? He says, we screwed it up in replay. I said, what are you talking about? He says, your first replay, we actually were reviewing your interception versus the incomplete pass. You were absolutely right. They're giving you a correct call. Let's continue and let's grow from it. And it's because of Bill Carolla that I'm a referee today.